Orphanhood and the passing of his mother. In the sacred city of Mecca, where the golden sands shimmered under the Arabian sun, a light unlike any other entered the world. On the 12th of Rabi al-Awwal, in the blessed household of Amina, ERA, a child was born, Muhammad, PBUH, destined to remove the darkness from the world. Before his blessed birth, a great trial had already touched his life. His father, Abdullah, R.A., had passed away in Medina while his mother was still expecting him. Thus Muhammad, PBUH, came into this world as an orphan, a child without a father. This was not just a hardship, but a divine plan, so that his heart would be filled with compassion for all the orphans in the weak. The early years of his life were spent in the loving care of his mother, Amina, ERA. With tenderness and deep affection, she raised her son. In accordance with the Arab tradition of the time, he was entrusted to Halima al-Sa'diya, ERA, to be nurtured in the clean, healthy desert environment. There he grew strong, pure, and disciplined, away from the noise and distractions of the city. At the age of 4, Muhammad, PBUH, returned to his mother's care. Life was peaceful and simple, but Allah had decreed another test for his beloved prophet. When Muhammad, PBUH, was about 6 years old, his mother decided to travel to Medina. The purpose was twofold: to visit the grave of her late husband, Abdullah, ERI, and to meet her relatives from the Banu Najjar clan. The young boy accompanied his mother on this journey. They stayed in Medina for about a month before beginning the journey back to Mecca. On the return journey, they reached a place called Abwa, located between Mecca and Medina. There, Amina's health suddenly deteriorated. Fever gripped her fragile body. In the vast, lonely desert, with no close family nearby, her illness worsened quickly. It was here, in Abwa, that the Blessed Mother of Muhammad, PBUH, departed from this world. Imagine a 6-year-old boy standing under the scorching desert sun, watching the one who nurtured him take her last breath. With his mother gone, Muhammad, PBUH, was left completely alone. No father, no mother. Only a servant, Ayman, Ray, was there to comfort him. With a heavy heart, she took the young boy back to Mecca. Tears streamed from his eyes, his heart heavy with grief. Yet Allah was preparing him through these trials. This deep loss would shape him into the most compassionate and merciful of all human beings. One who would later say, "I and the one who cares for an orphan will be together in paradise like this." And he joined his blessed fingers together. Back in Makkah, the responsibility for his upbringing fell upon his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, ERA. He loved Muhammad, PBUH, dearly, more than his own children. He would seat him beside himself on a special cushion near the Kaaba, an honor reserved only for the leaders of Quraysh. But despite this love, nothing could replace the warmth of a mother's embrace. Allah had willed for his final messenger to taste the bitterness of orphanhood so that he would know the pain of the weak and the vulnerable. This is why later in life the Quran reminded him, "So as for the orphan, do not oppress him." Surah Ad-Duha 9. This was not just a divine command, it was personal. Muhammad PBUH understood what it meant to walk alone, to miss a parent's touch, to cry silently with no one to wipe away the tears. The sorrow of losing his mother so young left a lasting mark on his heart, but it also made him gentle beyond measure. He would never scold an orphan. Instead, he would smile at them, place his hand on their head, and comfort their hearts. In the eyes of the world, orphanhood is often seen as a disadvantage, but in the life of Muhammad PBUH, it became a blessing in disguise. It shaped him into the man who would be a source of hope and mercy for all mankind. Even today, whenever we see an orphan, we should remember that our beloved prophet, PBUH, was once an orphan too. And when we care for them, when we place our hand with kindness upon their head, we are walking in the footsteps of Muhammad PBUH himself and pleasing his noble heart.